welcome back to the Wrestle Debate and for another video. And today we are doing NXT out of 10, which included Charlotte Flair defending the NXT Women's title against Mia Yim, Keithley defending the North American Championship against Damian Priest, and much more. So without further ado, let's get into it. First match was from the interim NXT Cruiserweight title tournament between El Hijo del Fantasma and Isaiah Swerve Scott. Isaiah Swerve Scott got the win with a crucifix pin. Decent enough start this. They were alright match. I was hoping for a brilliant match between these two incredibly talented wrestlers, but it was just alright, so I suppose it's underwhelming, but for most it'd be considered a good match. So I'm going to give it a 6.25 out of 10. We got a recorded promo from earlier that day where Dominik Dijakovic took issue with Johnny Gargano's words from last week and challenged into a match, and then a commercial break, and after it we saw El Hijo del Fantasma fighting off masked kidnappers again from inside the Performance Centre. Good to see the story develop, not going to grade it, just kind of excited to see what it is. And then we moved on to our second match, which was Candice LeRae defeating Kacy Catanzaro. LeRae entered the ring with a new theme, new gear, new entrance video, new hair obviously. The new entrance video dubbed her Poison Pixie. Johnny Gargano gave her a complimentary, what's wrong with me today, ring intro, and remained at ringside during the match. LeRae pinned Catanzaro with a new finisher called the Wicked Stepsider for the win, and put her opponent in a Gargano escape for the win. No, put her opponent in a Gargano escape after the match. Sorry, I'm not very good at script reading today. Yeah, that's good enough. Like the new attitude, but do kind of think these two are better as faces. Hopefully it doesn't last too long, and once all the Tommaso Ciampa memories have gone, they'll be back to being good guys, because that's when they really are at the top of NXT. But like the change, so I'm going to give it a 6.75 out of 10. For this, backstage, Damian Priest cut a promo about his upcoming match with Keithley, and then after that, I don't know what I saw. Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher entered the arena, and Riddle surprised Thatcher with a game show segment, the newly broad show, with Byron Saxton as the host, and he just did the weirdest twirl, and I don't know. Riddle and Thatcher played the Newlywed Game, soundtracked by Can Larson and applause. Thatcher didn't really get it. The game was interrupted by an attack from Imperium's Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel. They posed over Thatcher with the tag belts after beating him up. I don't know whether I like this, whether I hated it, whether it's weird. One thing is, it was pretty entertaining, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, can't really grade it over that, but 6 out of 10. Next up, we got some more backstage segments. First, an ad about WWE's relationship with Make-A-Wish, which was lovely. And then Adam Cole revealed that William Regal set up an NXT Championship defense for him next week against Velveteen Dream. He cut a promo about how he still doesn't think Velveteen Dream is worthy, despite pinning him last week. Yeah, alright this, I'm not going to grade it. Nothing really much to it. Looking forward to the match though next week, should be good. Next up, we got Charlotte Flair making her in-ring return to NXT, which I suppose was kind of quite a big deal actually, especially in a title match. She defeated Mia Yim for the NXT Women's Championship by submission, tapping her out with a figure of 8. Io Shirai confronted Flair after the match, who she'll take on at the next takeover, I believe, or at least that was what was scheduled. Decent enough match this, like the Io bit after. Not brilliant, no, so I'm just going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Next we got yet more weird and unnecessary backstage segments. Another apocalyptic vignette played for Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux. Their arrival was promoted for next week. Finn Balor said he will address the attack on him next week as well. So kind of a quite packed show next week. Then we got another match. Dexter Lumis defeating Shane Thorne by knocking him out with the Gatam choke. Don't know how to say that. Sorry, scriptwriter. Alright match, it was just there, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Thorne did have some resilience, but not much, so 6 out of 10. We got an interview with Keithley next, who cut a promo on Damian Priest, pretty much the opposite of what Damian Priest said earlier. And then we moved on to the interim NXT Cruiserweight title match. And despite taking a beating for most of it, Drake Maverick defeated Tony Nese with a bulldog off the top rope. Oh, I just don't really know. Last week I was all behind it. Yeah, go on Drake. All of his video, but now he's won. I'm 99% sure he's staying with WWE. It's so awkward. I feel sorry for Drake himself because he's just been put in an awful situation. No longer like that. I just want this storyline over, or if it's real life, just want it resolved because it's just horrible and quite, I don't know, sad, odd to watch. So yeah, I just kind of want it over with. Please Drake won, of course, but I just can't give it more than a 5 out of 10. Yeah, it's just really awkward. Charlotte Flair v Io Shirai, Johnny Gargano v Dominic Dijakovic, and Adam Cole v the Velveteen Dream were announced for next week. Whether any of those will actually happen, because WWE, will wait to be seen. But this match did happen. The NXT North American Championship match between Keithley and Damian Priest. Keithley retained the title, pinning him with 2 Spirit Bombs. Another fairly decent match, but I'm going to give this the same criticism as I gave AEW's main event, which was Lance Archer v Dustin Rhodes. It never really felt like Damian Priest was going to pick up the victory here, so I was kind of watching it bored, because I knew what the result was going to be. So could you just make your main events a bit more predictable, please? So for that reason, I'm only going to give it a 6 out of 10. So yeah. Overall, I'm going to give NXT a 6.25 out of 10. Yeah, the show just felt like it dragged on a bit, really. Quite a few good matches, Candice building the storyline. We had the 2 title matches, which are fairly decent. But the thing that made it lower than AEW, in my opinion, was the constant boring promos. AEW probably had a similar amount of promos, but it was just NXT's promos were boring. AEW's the bubbly bunch, funny, exciting, engaging, all of those words that you can't use for NXT, and that's just what's got AEW in front of me and have levelled the scoreline at 2 apiece. So, yeah. That is all for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another video on the whole Drake Maverick saga, so if you're interested in that, check back at 2 PM UK time tomorrow. Twitter in the description below for daily wrestling news. Link to my other channels, just about to come up now, not link what they're called, just about to come up now, F1 Journal and the Football Zone. That's soccer for the American people. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.